I'm going to make gigantic poppies using an acrylic skin technique that I'm pushing to the absolute limit. Ooh. I've never tried it like this before, and by the end of the video you will be able to do it as well. It's easier than it looks, and it looks stunning. So stick around to see the finished results. Welcome to my channel, my lovely patrons, subscribers, guests and visitors. I hope you're going to enjoy today's episode. I am inspired by my own creation. I have to show it quickly because I am packing it. It got sold so quickly. I was actually speechless. I'm so grateful. This was the record quick sale. If you haven't watched this episode, we are going to go a little bit further today with the techniques I used here. If you're interested, you may watch this one as well. I'm going to work on the same size canvas, by the way, and I am going to use my favorite mat. Yes, I want to make something bigger, much bigger. So I know the mat is a little bit small. Maybe I'll get the other mat out as well. This is the second mat, and if you can see, very faint dog. That's for my latest episode. I'm trying to clean it, but it doesn't want to come off. And let's talk about colors for today. We've got crimson. It looks lighter because I added quite a lot of Floetrol. We've got 1 part of paint to 2 parts of Floetrol and some water. There's a little build-up. For me it's a little bit thick. For most of you it's probably medium thickness. I do like runny mixtures most of the time. This is scarlet with orange. I hope you can see a little bit of a difference. Scarlet with a lot of white, titanium white. That's my favorite name to say, alizarin crimson. And Mars black and gold. That's it. Here comes water. All the mixes have to be the same. I made some flowers with balloon kisses on the mat. A long time ago I made one painting with poppies when I used straw and the silicone mat. But I've never used the silicone mat with a hairdryer. It might be a total mess. I might regret it deeply. As you can see, let me show you, I try to protect my surroundings, especially my poor radiator. Here comes alizarin crimson. Now how big do I want the flower? Not really sure. Smaller amount of gold to the middle. That be enough? Never made it this way, so. And a small amount of black. If this flower was much smaller, I could use a straw, and I know it will probably work. Hairdryer. By the way, there is no silicone anywhere. I'm really worried if I will be able to control the flow of the air the way I want. Hairdryer is called the flower. Yeah, okay. The worst case scenario, I'll collect the paint and start again. I just wanted to remind you guys that all of my art is for sale on my website, abcreativeofficial.com. So if you would like to own this piece or any other of my work, head over there, and you can also use code 241 discount to get 20% off when you buy 2 pieces. Okay guys, this is working better than I expected. Oh my goodness. I love this house. No, not a drop of silicone. Let me just rethink this one. I want to enlarge this one, but I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Yeah. I am in love. That's it. I am in love. Officially, I'm in love. This is so pretty. Sorry, I am so happy. Yeah, somebody told me off. You're such a kid. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I hope none of my students watches it. After this success, I'm hoping that I'll be able to peel it off, because I don't know how thin it is in some sections, but it is what it is. And yeah, I proceed with another one. As I said, these are going to be smaller but not tiny, perhaps. Maybe one bigger, one smaller. Yeah, I was going to use pink, but now I do like those colors without pink, so sorry, pink. And I love that gold here. Do you think I put too much black? This reminds me of the, you know, Shelley blooms. I just used Floetrol and paint, nothing else. Whew, it's way too much black now. Okay, so what do I do? Yeah, I don't like that black. Way too much black. Oh. No. No, 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 no. I put black in my gold. Oh no. I've actually decided to use only this half of the flower on the canvas, so that's okay. I'm happy with this half, and then let's make a smaller one. Or here. And again, I'm not sure if I want it full size. Maybe half of it. Used a lot of this lighter red. I'm out of the mat here. I think I want this petal to be going over, folding over. Actually, since I've got this one bent, if I touch that section here with black, this is going to be the mid part for later. Nice central part in black. Okay, that really helped me create some depth. Look what I've got. Does feel like fabric. Now, me being notorious peeler, can I say I'm a peeler? I'm a peeling enthusiast, yes. Oh. There's something incredibly relaxing here. Good thickness. Okay. Should I put some music on? And of course it looks dark on brown. It's going to be very red on white. I have to plan how to cut it out. Now imagine the shimmer once we varnish this piece. Okay, coming off as nicely as the first one. Baby one was a bit, yeah, this was meant to be cut. If you want to know, all of them were dry in one day, which I find pretty incredible because they were not the thinnest. This is the size of the canvas, 50 by 25. It is huge. I think I'm going to actually put them back on the silicone mat and paint some sections. Testing the color now. I'm liking it. Some highlights here and there. But perhaps I am going to use even lighter color. This is vermilion, slightly uneven for the final look. It might be too bright, but at the moment at least I can see it well. So one petal this way, just to make it slightly different, you know. This is alizarin crimson, which is the same color as the darkest sections. This will be very nice for the shadows between the petals. These are abstract poppies. These are my imaginary poppies, so of course they are not, you know, they are not that realistic. I want to make a curve on this one. I'm not sure. You basically play with your petals if you want to. Of course, I could leave them alone as they were. Quite cute anyway, but I want to create a little bit more drama. So we've got those two curved. I think that's probably enough. This one will be hardly seen, so I shouldn't worry too much. I've cut out the petals the way I want them to be. Now, I was going to cover those sections with frisket paper because I wanted to paint the background and I really don't want to disturb the flowers. I put frisket on top of the silicone mat. I know it's a bit messy, but it doesn't matter too much. I just want the shape of, rough shape of a poppy, that's it. Outline over the petals. If it's not identical, it's fine. That's what we have, and now I'm going out spraying these. Nice. Now, do I want the background to be just black, or I want a hint of color? I'll try. I will rub it off if I don't like it. So alizarin crimson. Can you see like a bit of a squashed raspberry in places? First I added black. Now I'm adding some red splatter. to make it more interesting. And I think I'm going to also add some gold splatter. I wasn't sure what to do with the background, but I couldn't really decide in the end. Sometimes I get stuck halfway through the process and I'm not sure what I want to see. So I have to try something, and then if I don't like it, I will change. I'm a visual, I have to see it. This is the lighter red. And now a little bit of black. Oops. I think they will look nice on the sections that are pretty red, like here. They look like black poppy seeds everywhere, don't they? And now gold. Gold is going to be seen well. I think that we need some more highlights, so I am using crimson, orange and white, because if I only used crimson and white, that would give me like pink color, which I'm not sure I'd really benefit from. I do want this part way darker. I was just about to stick the flowers onto the background when I realized that the edges were not painted, so I've just rectified the mistake. They're all dry and I can proceed. I'm so much happier with this multicolored background, not only black. It definitely adds some more interest, I think. I could use acrylic paint, but I could also use Mod Podge. That's what I'm going to be utilizing now. Mod Podge can be used as varnish as well and as glue. I'm starting with the smallest one because it's the easiest. I believe maybe it's even the thickest. Really checking the edges now. It is going to be coming off the canvas, and that's what I like. And this section, of course, I'm going to cut it here. I don't want it underneath. Repeating with the second one. And now I've been planning the midsection. First I thought maybe I'm going to paint it. Then I thought maybe I'm going to use the 3D fine liners. And then I thought maybe I'll use some Fimo polymer clay to make them a bit more raised. I don't know. Make a nice ball and then squash it. And now I need something sideways. Something small. Now I'm squashing it a little bit, so it's going to be too big now, is it? Little indent. And I think I'm happy with this. 20 minutes later, and I've got those little biscuits. See what happened to the color? I burned them slightly. I don't want any green here. I really don't want any green. So maybe this beige is my option. Maybe let's put a little bit of black into them. So what if they were black? Now some gold. Yeah, let's put it all inside. Now I am going to wipe it off. So I thought, okay, why don't I use my method of making beads using glue gun that I showed you probably a few years ago. And they've recently been shown on many channels as well. I was asked actually last week, why don't I use black glue sticks? And you know what? When I got this message, this was already in the post. So I did think of buying black. This is exciting. I mean, I know it's only black glue stick, but for me, it's exciting. Black beads, yes. Okay, so I'll keep producing because I want quite a lot around my mid-center, each of them. I want to stick these down. I'm going to use diamond glaze, especially on the edges. But then inside, I want to make sure that they are really, really well stuck. Now a touch of glue here. And ta-da. And I'll hold it for probably a minute. Now it's going to be really entertaining. I've got a little black beads, dipping them in some glue. And dropping them here. And there we are. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to check out my Patreon for extended versions of my tutorials. Or if you would like to own these beautiful poppies or any other of my original art, head over to my website abcreativeofficial.com. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all next week. Bye bye.